Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Now it's Wilson. They go play action here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. You think back to all the interceptions he threw last week. Here we go. First play of the game, another pick.
And you know that all week long, they spent time breaking down exactly why he threw the interceptions. Was it mechanics, bad reads, not enough study? Sometimes you just think about it way too much, and that leads you to the next one.
Time to refocus.
Green 39! Green 39!
Here's Lauletta after the interception. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Elliott. A little 360. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
First down, Lauletta. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got him in, complete. A big play there for the Giants. 41 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than a defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll go on the ground. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. A shotgun snap to Lauletta. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with him in the last game.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Prescott on 1st down. And he's got some space here. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. First down, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Elliott. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first down carry by Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 35. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here's Lauletta now on 2nd. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Rosas to add the extra point. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 14-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. Now it's Wilson. And he's got Rome.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
A give to Elliott. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A second down throw for Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw is Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Spencer. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Prescott. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Dalvin Tomlinson able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Prescott from the gun. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. This is Elliott. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Running with Elliott. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. First carry now for Alex Collins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the end zone, Lauletta. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
3rd and long, Lauletta from his end zone. Drops it underneath for Collins. And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now they try the right side here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Now it's Lauletta. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken around the 12. And now running right through it. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And out now come the Cowboys. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The give is to Elliott. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
we go, 46.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 45. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. Detroit. Gone.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
And they'll run it here. And an alley to run. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Lauletta, he'll look to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And the kick by Rosas is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10.
Gun. Switch and 8.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54.
On 1st down, it's Lauletta. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Collins. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This one fielded at the 5. They find some open field here. And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50.
After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators, because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just changed. Offensive playbook just opens up, and now on defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on third down, Lauletta. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Taco Charlton in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over here at the 20. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Prescott now on 2nd down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's Elliott. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Second down, Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A first down throw for Prescott. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Here we go. Here we go. 46.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 19. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd down, here's Lauletta. Steps away to his left. His throw incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lauletta. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Pressure, he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Olivier Vernon able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Here we go. 480. Here we go. 46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall. 3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He finds Beckham complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd down. Back now in Arlington. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap to Lauletta. It fights him off, and this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Wide angle. 26.
Here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here we go. All right, here we go. 46. Gun. 26.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Green 39.
Out of the gun, Lauletta. Over the middle to Beckham. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw, Lauletta. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Taco Charlton in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And on the ground they go with the running back. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
This is 3rd and long. Here's Lauletta. And that is incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And Rosas puts this one through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now it's Wilson. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm. They've got his man complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play here for the Cowboys. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Prescott on 1st down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Prescott to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Hot.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
And Lauletta's going to throw it here. Flushed out right. Room here to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And they'll go on the ground. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent, and how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for the Giants, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on
you